Well, hello there. Welcome to Andy Talks, where Andy talks.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Tonight's video is in black and white because I feel it's a more serious video, and I think black and white kind of covers that. So I'm going to dive right into this. This is my coming out video. I'm proud of who I am. I am gay, and this is a little bit about me. This is not for pity. This is not for someone to go, "Oh, you poor thing." What I've gone through is it's made me who I am today, and I'm proud of that. I knew at a very early age that I was gay. Maybe not, I didn't know that I was gay, but I knew that I liked boys more than girls. I knew I had different feelings towards girls and different feelings towards boys. Fast forward a couple of years, 15, 16 years old, I realized that I was depressed. I realized I was sad, and I had no one to talk to. I felt like I had no one to talk to. I now realize I could have talked to so many different people, and I didn't. I hid all my feelings, I hid my sadness, and I always had a smile on my face. That's how I've always been, that's how I've always dealt with things. I've always just tended to put a smile on and ignore everything else and then bury things deep in my chest. Well, the fact is, it ate at me enough to make me feel that I needed it in my life. I was in my dad's shop, I was standing on a chair, had a rope around my neck, and I was ready to step off. Again, I'm not asking for pity. I'm not asking for anyone to go, "Oh, poor, poor Andy." That's not what this is about. The fact is, I was at a point in my life I did not want to live anymore because I was sad. I felt horrible. I had no one to talk to. I felt like I had no one to talk to, and then I realized, who was going to find me? Whose life was I going to destroy by them finding me? And I can't do this. I gotta live, and this is how I just gotta ignore things. It's just a phase. I'll get through it. And so I got better for a while. I was actually truly happy. Now, don't get me wrong. There was things in my life that great things that happened, and bad things that happened, and normal life things. But the fact is that I did truly have good times in my life, in my childhood, and I'm not trying to make it sound like I was sad and depressed the entire time, but deep down in my heart I was. So fast forward to age 19, I was in this position again. I was in my dad's shop, sitting on the chair, same chair, and I had the same rope. And this time I was set on doing this. This was going to happen, and I didn't care. And of course I got on the chair, put the noose around my neck, and I was like, you know what? What am I doing? Once again, who was going to find me? Who was it going to hurt? And no one would have known why I did this. And you know bunch of stupid things were going through my head, and I was like, okay, I can't do this once again. And so I chose not to. And I stepped down and put the rope away, put the chair away, and went on with life. I told myself never again, but of course I had said that before. Fast forward a little bit, a year or two maybe. I actually did kind of come out to a friend, but she really was, childhood friend. We were kind of friends, and we still kind of are. I hope so. But she kind of helped me a little bit. I guess you could say in a way it did. It helped me. But no one in my family knew. No one in my close circle of friends knew. No coworkers. No nothing. I always got the gay jokes from my family, and don't start bashing my family for that. It wasn't bad. It was just everyone kind of haha, Andy's gay, but they didn't know that I was, and didn't know what I was going through, and now it's all a joke, and now it's all we crack gay jokes all the time. But okay, let me get back to the story here real quick. Fast forward from 19 to age 25, just about 26. That winter of 2011, 2010, 2011, I think I pretty much hit rock bottom. And one of the things that encouraged me to come out, I had a very close friend named Di, and she looked at me one night at the grocery store I work at, and I remember that some kind of conversation. She said, "What's wrong?" And I say, "Oh, nothing, nothing. I'm fine." And I really wasn't fine. And she put one arm on my shoulder and she pointed that finger. "There's something wrong, and you're not telling me. And I want you to talk to me if something's wrong." And she pointed that motherly finger at me, and I'm very thankful she did because it made me realize that I need to tell somebody, and I need to get help, and I need to talk, and not let things eat at me. And so I don't remember how much time had passed, But the fact is, I did tell someone. I told my best friend, Sarah. I texted her. I said, Sarah, I got to tell you something. You can't tell anyone else, please. And she said, of course I wouldn't tell anyone. You got to tell me what's going on, what's on your mind. I don't remember the exact text message. I could probably go back in my phone and find it. But the fact is, that's a long time ago now, 3 years ago. So it'd be a lot of searching through those text messages. But anyways, I told her, I came out to her, told her about my struggles, and I didn't talk to her that night because I didn't want to talk about it, but I knew I wanted to tell her, so I told her. The next morning I woke up in a panic, knowing that I had told one of my very best friends, and of course she was okay with this, very supportive, loving friend that I have. I'm so thankful to have her in my life. The next morning I freaked out and I was panicking. I was like, oh my gosh, I told one of my very best friends. People are going to know now. This is going to be like known. And so I got done with work. I went home, had dinner, kind of tried to relax. It didn't work. And so then I went driving. I was crying. I was upset. And oh, this is a terrible night. I determined that I was going to drive my car head on into a semi, and that's how my life was going to end. That was my plan. Well, of course, it didn't happen. I'm going to save that kind of details for you. It's stupid. I went out driving on the highway, and things didn't happen. And I remember answering my phone, or I called her. I don't remember, honestly. I talked to her. She got me calmed down. That was a very frightening time in my life. You know, a couple people before I told Sarah knew, a couple friends, that's from that previous summer and that winter, but not enough people knew to even put two and two together, and let alone any of my very close friends know. Now some of those friends are very close friends, very, very close, but that I told that summer before. But anyways, that got this ball rolling, and pretty soon I told another friend and told another friend. Well, the next friend after I told Sarah was my friend Vicky, and she was amazing. She's helped me through so much. A big shout out to both those girls. They mean the world to me, and they helped me through the darkest times of my life. As you know, my mom passed away from cancer last year, and those two were there for me then too. I owe them a lot. But back to my story, it was so hard telling people, and pretty soon I told my younger brother and his wife, and that's another story in itself. But then they found out, and they said, you gotta tell mom and dad, you gotta tell mom and dad. And of course I was too afraid to do that, but I did. I wrote a note on my phone. Well, first I had it all planned as how I was going to tell them. The plan fell through, so the next day I wrote a note on my phone. I got encouragement from two coworkers at the grocery store, two very good friends of mine, Seth and Taylor, and I went home. I told my mom. I remember her reading the message. We were sitting in the kitchen, and she read the message, and I know she read it twice. She had to have. It took forever for her to really read this. And of course, she busted out into tears. I busted out into tears. We talked for, an hour or so. And I think what bothered her the most was that I was in pain, and she did not know. I think that's what bothered her the most. But, so I got that through. And then my dad came home later, and my mom convinced me we have to tell Dad. He's going to know something's up. We've both been crying. He's going to ask. And so I'll never forget my dad's reaction. He read the note on the phone. I know right about where he stopped. He put the phone down, and he put me in a big hug. And he says, I love you. You're my son. I don't care. It's your life. Live it. But my dad is amazing. And to have both parents support me, and to have my family support me, and I guess the rest is history. It's one of those things where, there was a lot of struggle, but that night meant the world to me. I will never forget that date, May 17th, 2011 was, I look at it as my day of independence. That's the day I came out to my parents. I got their acceptance, and life is good now. 3 years. I've had a lot of ups and downs with being gay, but I'm at a point in my life where if someone doesn't know and they find out, I find it hilarious if they don't know already. But the fact is, I'm happy with life. I'm full of life. I want to live life, and that's why this year I'm going to Pride in San Francisco, and that's why I'm doing this video. So when I show you the next videos, you're gonna go, huh? But so yeah, that's why I make this video right now. because I'm going to make videos later this week. I leave on Wednesday. I'm there in San Francisco for 6 whole days. I'm going to Alcatraz, the night tour. I'm going to Alcatraz night tour. I'm going to a Giants baseball game. I'm going to go to Pride. I'm going to go Monterey Bay. It's just going to be an awesome, awesome, awesome vacation. I'm so happy that I can do this, and I'm so happy that I'm out. And I guess to finish off this video, my biggest piece of advice for anyone: don't plan coming out. It doesn't work. Do it when you're comfortable. Have family. Your family's going to be there for you. If they're not, you have friends. You've got to believe me. You have so many people that are going to be there for you. Just trust me when I say that. It's one of those things that, hardest thing in my life, but the best thing I've ever done in my life. So if you haven't came out yet, just wait. The time will come, it'll happen, and it'll be worth it. This video is already long enough. I'm going to end it right now. Maybe I'll do another video about more detail about me coming out, but it's not that important. It's in the past. I live in the now, and life is good. So, yeah, this video is way too long now.
If you liked today's video, hit the like button down below. If you really liked the video, hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you next time.